Hi everyone, we're coming in live from Token 2049, Dubai, from the Coin Republic, and we have with us a very interesting guest, Karel Kubat from Union Labs, and today we're going to be talking about a really special announcement that these guys dropped just yesterday, a very interesting partnership, and a lot more. But before that, hi Karel, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the Coin Republic's podcast. We're going to be asking a few key questions around the Web3 space, but I think first we should talk about the announcement that you guys dropped just yesterday. What was it all about? Some big partnerships, I'm assuming, if you could talk about that in length.
Yeah, exactly. So, Union and Polygon have officially announced our partnership. A couple of months ago, we started talking about our shared vision for where Web3 is going. And the vision is obviously thousands of different L2s, every single app on its own L2, all hyperscaled to make user transactions fast, cheap, and seamless. And the one limiting factor right now to this is infrastructure and interoperability. And so Union has been working on this for a long time, hence why we partnered with Polygon to basically get this product out for everyone.
Absolutely. Interoperability has been a key issue that L2s have been facing in this space. How does Union in particular aim to deal with it? And what are some of the other solutions in the market? How are you competing with them?
So we decided to kind of go for the most rigorously correct way to do interoperability, which is using zero-knowledge cryptography and light clients, which means that we don't have oracles, we don't have multi-sigs, we don't have off-chain actors that hold your funds as a custodian. Instead, it's all in the smart contract layer itself. It means no one can censor the transactions, no one can stop it, and anyone can open these connections to new chains. So that allows you to hyperscale much quicker.
Mm-hmm. In terms of decentralization and interoperability working hand in hand, how is that going to work out? Would we truly see the decentralized future that we aim to, or do you think that that is more of a facade?
I think it's absolutely critical that we work towards that. We spend so much effort building truly decentralized blockchains, but if now we start connecting them with centralized bridges and centralized interoperability, that's not going to be worth anything at all in the end.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. If you have to talk about some of the key competitors that you have in the market at this point, where does Union stand in terms of competition, and how far from, let's say, becoming the number one in the space?
Yeah, so I'd say we're kind of like three different categories. We have the legacy intro protocols that we saw kind of arrive in the previous cycle. They have often been hacked and have large centralization components to them, are quite gas inefficient, and most of all, chains can't just connect to them. They need to be deployed, you need to wait in the queue, perhaps 20 months until you finally get support. And so it's the limiting factor right now on everything going to its own L2. Then we have kind of the aggregator layer, that's like parties like Hyperlane and such, and layer 0 v2 as well, that wrap other bridge protocols technically. So they're more closer connected to the users, but they're not really the verification layer. And now we have the kind of next gen tier of bridging protocols like Union, and those are based on ZKPs, decentralized verification networks, and there basically we have both the high security level, but also the modularity that those aggregators can actually integrate them and use us.
So interoperability between chains is still considered a little unsafe, or isn't that secure? We spoke about the gas fee issues that we already have. How is Union facing itself differently in terms of these issues, and what sort of, let's say, benefits do customers see when they use Union Labs?
Yeah, so what we have, for example, large as custodians will see when using Union is that there's no bridging risk associated with the assets. So going into new ecosystems, providing liquidity there up on the TPL no longer is a risky maneuver because the bridge might be hacked. So that unlocks massive potential for new ecosystems where perhaps have large yield opportunities, but people just are too risk averse to actually bridge into them. In other matters, like Union is built on the latest technology, so it hooks into accounts abstraction, post-chain accounts, and such. To basically leverage like the next gen of what any blockchain can provide.
Interesting. What sort of a user base do you have currently, and what are some of the marketing strategies, so to say, that you have planned out for this year? Because apparently this year is going to be the big year in this space. So what are the plans ahead? How the next couple of quarters looking like for Union? Any big releases or?
Yeah, so much in our URL, union.build. We're a builder community. We have most of our traction in the Celestia modular stack. All of the builders are excited about this, and that's our key focus now, because really for Union, we want to enable the next 10,000 startups to go to an L2, unlock that for them. That's really the mission here. For us, the focus right now is new ecosystems, new partners, showing people that the scope isn't just around Cosmos and Celestia Elephants, but the scope is any ecosystem. Even, to be honest, kind of private blockchains, permission blockchains, we can still trustlessly connect those and really show that we're finally like going from the 90s internet era of interoperability to the current era.
Yeah, you do that. Makes sense. Thank you so much, Karel, for this amazing interview. It was my pleasure interviewing you today.
Thank you very much, Fabji.